Over the past couple of months, I've been having calls with people that are interested in joining the FBA Smashers course to answer any questions that they've got about joining. Now, whenever I have these calls, I always ask the question, why do you want to do Amazon FBA and what do you want to achieve? What are your goals? And the answer, the most common answer, I kid you not, is I want to become a millionaire and I want to achieve this by the end of this year or the end of next. And this answer really disappoints me for a number of reasons. The first is that it shows that people are being misled about how easy or difficult Amazon FBA is by the many YouTube and Facebook ads out there. And secondly, it disappoints me because these types of people that are setting themselves goals, such as I want to become a millionaire, are setting themselves up for failure. And I have seen that time and time again with people enrolling on the Smashers program. So in this video, it's something that I want to address. I want to talk about the importance of setting yourselves realistic goals and properly understanding whether Amazon FBA is right for you. Now, despite what many of the adverts on Facebook and YouTube say, Amazon FBA definitely is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it works the same as any other business. You are required to put in hard work, determination and serious effort, especially in the early days. And through no fault of their own, people are being misled by these adverts. It's resulting in them getting interested in joining courses such as mine. And ultimately, it's resulting in them getting demotivated because they're setting themselves a goal of, I want to get rich quickly. I want to become a millionaire by the end of the year. And when they see that they do actually have to put in a bit of hard work in the early days, they're getting demotivated and they're effectively quitting very early on, and they're moving on to the next get-rich-quick scheme or whatever it is that's currently in fashion. Saying to me when I have these phone calls that I want to be a millionaire, I want a Lamborghini, it shows to me that the person is not going to be committed and that they don't realise that there is a bit of effort that comes with the territory of having a successful Amazon FBA business. And as an example of that, a couple of weeks ago, I was messaged by somebody on Facebook and he said, Jansen, I've seen a couple of your YouTube videos. I've seen a ton of adverts on Amazon FBA. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be successful with Amazon FBA. Please teach me. So I said to him, well, have you seen the free training that will walk you through what Amazon FBA is? And he said, look, I just want to start today. I want to start learning. I want to get my product onto Amazon shelves ASAP. So I said, okay, fair enough. And he enrolled onto my program. And from that initial conversation that I had, I knew that the goal that he'd set of I want a Lamborghini, I want a millionaire by the end of the year or whatever, was just completely unrealistic, and this guy was setting himself up for failure. So anyway, a couple of weeks passed and I hadn't heard anything from him. And then a couple of days ago, I messaged him and I said, how are you getting on with the course? Have you got any questions? And lo and behold, he said to me, I've decided Amazon FBA isn't for me. I'm going to pursue something else, another opportunity. And I said, okay, fair enough. Now, what I decided to do was I went into the back end of my website to have a look at the progress that he'd made. I wanted to see if he'd actually watched any videos. And lo and behold, guess how much he'd watched? 3 videos, just 3 out of about 120. The 3 were, what is Amazon FBA? How to set up your own limited company, and what makes a good product. All videos that you could get for free on YouTube. And I knew that this was going to happen because the guy hadn't properly understood the effort that's required with Amazon FBA. He hadn't properly determined whether it was right for him. And he also hadn't set himself a realistic goal. Now, one of the reasons that I think that I've been so successful with Amazon FBA is because right from the very start, I set myself a realistic goal. Now, a couple of years ago, before I discovered Amazon FBA, I was working for a small investment bank. The culture was very cutthroat. people were getting fired left, right and centre, and that resulted in me developing a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. I was always worrying about whether I'd get fired when I turned up to work the next day, and I was losing sleep about it because I was thinking, if that does happen, I'm not going to be able to pay bills, I'm not going to be able to pay the mortgage, and so on and so on. So I decided to look at opportunities, and I came across Amazon FBA, and I knew as soon as I found it that this would be a fantastic opportunity for me to get a secondary income. So I set myself the goal, my target with Amazon FBA was just to earn enough per month to basically cover my bills and to ensure that my anxiety levels could come down. And of course I was able to achieve that because the goal that I set was specific. I said I wanted a couple of £100 profit at least per month, and it was achievable and realistic. Now, in my opinion, because of the fact that I'd set myself that achievable and realistic goal, I was able to stay motivated and achieve success with Amazon FBA. And that to me is the secret to actually staying dedicated to the cause and following through with your Amazon FBA business. Now, in my experience from all the students that I've got, the most successful ones are the ones that set themselves these achievable goals that are measurable and typically aren't just solely driven by money. Okay, pretty much everybody in the world wants to become a millionaire, right? I certainly do. But setting yourself that as a goal is just going to lead to a complete failure. What I would advise you do when you are thinking about whether Amazon FBA is right for you is, what do you really want to achieve at the end of the day? Ignoring the money side of things. Do you want to reduce your anxiety and stress at work? Do you want to reduce your work hours? Do you want to pick up a new hobby, learn new skills, be able to have an additional holiday like per year? All of these things are far more appropriate, and I'd say they're going to be a lot better for you when it comes to your chances of being successful with Amazon FBA. So what I want you to do, if you haven't started Amazon FBA yet, if you're considering it, is before you take the plunge and start committing time to learning about it, or before you enroll on a course, I want you to actually write down what it is that you want to achieve. And I promise you that will really help you with your chances of success. Once you've written those goals down, I want you to look at this image here. These are all things that you guys won't have seen on my YouTube channel because obviously I'm not filming myself 24/7, but I wanted to highlight all of the things that it takes to be successful with Amazon FBA that you need to be aware of if you want to ensure that you're going to stay motivated to the cause. Now, if you're new to the channel or new to Amazon FBA, maybe you've seen a video that I did a couple of weeks ago where I spoke about how I made £500,000 in sales in 2 years with Amazon FBA. So if you have seen that video, I want you to again look at this picture here and properly understand all of the different things that I went through in order to achieve those sales figures. And I'm confident that if you can understand that and realize that that is what it takes to be successful with Amazon FBA, then you too will be hugely successful with your own Amazon businesses. So what I hope I've communicated in this video is the importance of setting yourself a realistic and achievable goal, and not one that's just entirely driven by monetary gain. And I also hope that I've made you realize that there is a lot of hard work and effort in building a successful Amazon FBA business. Now, the sooner that you understand the importance of setting yourself goals, and the sooner that you understand that there is work, like hard work, required in building a successful Amazon FBA business, the sooner you can understand whether Amazon FBA is right for you. And if the answer is yes, I can promise you that you will be successful with Amazon FBA. So I really hope that I've communicated those points well, guys. If it helps, you can post your goals in the comment section below, and hopefully that will ensure that you remain dedicated and motivated to smashing it with Amazon FBA. So that is it for this week, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to subscribe. Have a good week. I will see you next time.